So most guys think that they're amazing in the bedroom, right? They're like, yo, I'm the king in this joint. The reality is actually quite different than that. You're not. Most of you are absolutely forgettable in bed. But the good news is that if you do the 7 things that we're actually talking about in today's video, you are better than literally 99% of other dudes that learn everything from watching the movies, thinking that that's what they need to do in order to satisfy a spicy senorita. If you do these 7 things, gentlemen, you are literally a rock star in the bedroom. You're the type of guy that she brags about to all her girlfriends when she's having girls' night, talking about the things that she says she never talks about, having wine. Exactly. She tells them that you're amazing. She also tells them if you're not amazing. Now, I'm going to go over those 7 things, but before I do that, I want to talk about something that is near and dear to my package, and that is the Bathmate, all right? So I've talked about this bad boy a bunch. I love this product, all right? If you are somebody that is insecure or you just want a larger wiener, you need to hit that link down below and check out the Bathmate, all right? I've been using this product now for about 2 years. I'm on the maintenance protocol right now, which is about twice a week, and I've kept literally like 90% of my gains, all right? So the deal is, this is a pump. The way that it works, it basically is used in the shower. I've done a bunch of videos. I'm gonna link down below to the first like 3 videos I did talking about my 30, 60, and 90-day experience with this. It also will walk you through kind of how to use this. The Bathmate basically forces, or I should say pulls, more blood into your member and those spongy chambers that get filled with blood when you get an erection, right? It pulls more blood in, stretching them out. And so over time of using this, it like permanently stretches everything out, allowing more blood to flow into those chambers. The more blood, the bigger you are. And even though like I was average before, right? 6 inches and like not like big, but not like super thin, I just wanted to be bigger because I watched the movies. I was always concerned whenever I would be with somebody or a partner. I'd always wonder like, am I, bigger than your ex-partner, or is it really satisfying you even though you say that it is? I was always concerned about it, and so I decided to take my own advice. If you're insecure about something and you can fix it, fix it. I did my research and I found Bathmate, the Hydro Extreme. I actually heard about it from Derek from More Plates, More Dates. He did a whole thing on this. Guys, if you're somebody that wants a larger penis, I want you to hit the link down below and check out the Hydro Extreme from Bathmate. I've got a special discount if you go through my link. This product is amazing. I wish I found it sooner. Not only did it make me bigger, it made me more confident. And that honestly is the #1 thing that's gonna make you amazing in the bedroom, and that is confidence. Guys, hit the link down below. Check this out. If you go through my link, you are going to get a discount. Now, let's get down to those 7 things that's gonna make you the king. So #1 is foreplay. All right, so if foreplay isn't your thing, you're just lazy and you're always gonna be terrible in bed. Now, foreplay doesn't mean that you've gotta be like downtown on Brenda, like right away. Foreplay is a lot more than that. You gotta understand that with women, it's a lot more mental than it is like physical. Women are very much like an oven. All right, and foreplay is kind of like preheating that oven. You don't just turn it on, right, and stick in your frozen pizza. No, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be ready. It's not gonna be right. Patience. You need to exercise patience. And this is something that dudes have a difficult time, right? Because when you're ready, and you're ready pretty easy, right? She is not that way. You gotta build it. You gotta get it a little bit more excited, all right? It's out of the bedroom, but it's also in the bedroom. Don't just try to like ram it home and go to town like you see in the movies, which is another reason why the movies are so detrimental to us being amazing in bed. We think that, oh, she shows up, she gets naked, she sees you, and she's so turned on that she's ready for that hog. She's not. You gotta warm it up, gentlemen. #2 is making it about her. If you want to truly blow her mind, you've got to make it about her. All right? You've got to read the body language. You got to listen to the breathing. You got to feel what's happening, right? And you got to go with it. You got to read her vibe. All right, and if you do this, and if you make her feel beautiful, sexy, like she is doing the best job in the world, she's gonna do things that she has never done before. And that's a thing. One of the mistakes that guys make is that they think all women are the same, and they think that just because they saw something on the movie that their girl is going to, like it, right? It's about learning to read her body language, learning to read her breathing. What is she reacting to? What is she enjoying? What is she like not reacting to, right? You're sitting there like manhandling the boobies, right? And she's like, ooh, Ooh, no, gentlemen, you got to understand that what you see once again in the movies is not reality. You've got to learn to read her body language, what she's into, what she's not. And if you do this, and then you combine it with making her feel sexy, beautiful, and like she is the greatest thing in the world, and like she's blowing your mind, she's going to do things that she's never done before, or she's done, but she's told you she didn't. Number 3, you're in good shape. And I'm just going to throw that out there. Being in good physical condition is one of the things that makes you good in this physical condition. And the reason is because you've got the stamina. You've got the ability to like hold yourself up. You're not like just some sweaty, nasty hog like on top of her that she's just like, oh my God, no. You're able to basically maintain your posture. You're able to maintain a proper thrusting tempo. Like you are conditioned. Plus, if I'm being honest, real talk, she wants to be attracted to you physically. If you're a sloppy, doughy mess, right? She's not really gonna be all like, ooh, like I'm so lucky to get a piece of that. No, she's gonna be like, all right, Brian, come on, get your thing, let's do it, right? You gotta be in shape. She wants to be physically attracted to you, just like you want to be physically attracted to her. You don't want her fantasizing about some other dude, do you? No, you don't. And so you're gonna take care of yourself physically. If you do, you cut above. Number 4, you take control of the situation and the booty, gentlemen. Here's the deal. One of the things that is the biggest turnoffs for a woman is a guy that's like, do you mind? Can we do this? Would you mind? Can we schedule? Right, gentlemen? No. She wants you to take control. Even though she might not tell you, oh, I want you to take control, she wants you to take control. She wants you to tell her what you want. She wants you to tell her what to do. All right? Think about it. What is the one movie that like every woman is like, oh my God, right? Getting all like crazy about, right? Shades of Grey. Why? Because that dude told her what to do. Women want you to be the dominant player in the situation. Period. And so if you're somebody that's passive or just waiting for her to take control, you are never going to be the man that she wants. Number 5, you don't treat it like it's a race to see who finishes first. All right? Slow it down. All right? Once again, a woman is kind of like a spicy sports car. That's the way I think about it, right? You don't just hop into some like badass Lambo, pop it into 5th gear and take it. It doesn't work that way. You got to get in, right? You got to pop it into 1st gear, let your foot off the clutch onto the gas, right? You're revving it up a little bit, and then boom, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, 5th gear, you're racing all over town. Gentlemen, you've got to slow down. And I know that this is one of the hardest things that guys have to deal with because we get so excited and we're like, oh my God, I'm just happy to be here. I can't wait. And then you're just like ready to get it done and over with. No, slow down. If you truly want to be a man among men, you've got to slow down. It's not a race. Number 6, use your words. Silence isn't sexy. She doesn't want you just to be on top of her, being like all silent. No, just like you don't want to be giving her your best stuff, right? And her laying there like a dead fish and not moaning or mentioning anything. No, she wants you to do the same thing. She wants you to tell her, oh my God, make your noises, make your sounds. Use your words, right? Words create desire. Use your words like a weapon. Tell her what you like. Tell her what you want. Ask her what she likes, all right? It's about talking. And once again, it's about the control. This is one of the things that makes the process so incredibly passionate, not to mention enjoyable. And last, but certainly not least, number 7. This is where you go from good to God tier. All right, and that is you don't disappear right after you're done. You don't roll over and grab your phone and start surfing as soon as you get yours. No, gentlemen. If you want her to be addicted to your D and you've got to do what you need to do afterwards. This is where the bonding and the connection actually happens. All right, don't just run off. Lay there, touch her, cuddle. Right, I know a lot of guys, like when you're done, you're like, yo, I got a jet, I got to go meet the boys, or I need a pizza, right? No, stop it. Even though you want to, you don't. You lay there, you touch, you cuddle, you talk. You don't even have to talk. You can just lay together. But you don't rush off like her ex-boyfriend Brad did. Gentlemen, the deal is, if you want to be amazing at being amazing, you can. It's not about having the biggest D in the room. It's not about just hammering away for 6 hours. It's about reading her. It's about putting in the effort, the work, and doing the things that you need to do that's going to separate you from 99% of other dudes that watch way too much porn.